Okay, if you ever meet Scott Ginsberg, you won't have to worry about forgetting his name.
Because he wears his name on a tag.
All day, every day, for the rest of my life. Sometimes, too. That's how I roll. This, of course, is the word of the day, and the Latin origin of approachability stems from this term, appropriare. And as we transition now into the guts, into how to put approachability into action, we got to look at the basis. Because what this term means, very simply, appropriare, is to come nearer to. So it's interesting because it suggests that not unlike a call center, it's outbound and it's inbound. So approachability is two things. It's sticking yourself out there so that you can get them to come to you. Which means, finish it for me, approachability is a two-way. Excellent. So we're going to look at both sides of that street today, starting with this, July 26, 2006, Geneva, Switzerland. I want you to take a look at the left of this image. There's a woman, or student, Jenny Grody. Now, this is a group of students that I was working with. Every summer I have the opportunity to go to this program in Switzerland. They do a youth leadership workshop. Now, I'm not like a leadership guy. That's not my expertise. That's not what we talk about. We do talk about, however, using approachability as a leadership muscle. So after the program, we went up hiking, and now the girl on the left, Jenny, she's, sort of that girl, student, government, president, lacrosse captain, prom queen, that kind of girl. And she was so awesome, and she was just talking all about how she was applying the concepts that we discussed to her school life. And this is classic. This is like so good, I wrote it down as soon as she said it. We were hiking up the mountain. Her take on approachability was as follows. Oh my God, approachability is like so cool. That wasn't the good part. She says, well, duh, all leaders have to be approachable after all. If people can't come up to you, how will they ever get behind you? Oh, wow. 16 years old, and she understands that people buy people first. Before your website, before the products, before the services, before the amazing new technology with the unified system, before all of that stuff, they're buying you. They're buying your staff first. Essentially, if you work on the front lines in the minds of the customer, you are the company. And there's three reasons that this is as such. First of all, as you guys can tell by the way the culture has been shifting in the past couple of decades, people no longer buy from companies. They buy from other. People don't even trust companies. They only trust. And essentially, people are not loyal to companies. They're loyal to. People buy people first. Now, there are two specific pieces of scientific evidence that prove that this is a fact. Here's our first one. I'd like to introduce you all to my youngest daughter, Ella. No, I'm just kidding. It's not my daughter. I want you to take note at this image. Look at the smile on the pig's face. Are your callers smiling like that? See, unfortunately, at a call center, you do not have the opportunity for the face-to-face, one-on-one interaction. But that doesn't mean you still can't provide unforgettable service. For example, last year, Gallup's largest CRM survey to date says, and I quote, the customer experience is the most dependent on the actual CRM who answers the phone. People buy people first. And then, of course, from the 07 Aspect Index, which I'm sure you guys have already memorized, there's a great little pull-out I wanted to share with you. Take a look here. Key finding. A consumer who has started with a live person instead of an automated system is 2 times more likely to conduct future business with the company. Can I get an amen? That's what I'm talking about. Preach on.